Public Safety Committee to order at 9:02 a.m. If you have a cell phone with you, please mute or turn it off if you would, please. Okay, anything, Nancy, do you have anything you'd like to say? Comments or anything? Silence is golden. Sheriff?
No, I've got plenty on the agenda.
Okay, you got it covered. All right, very good. We do have everybody here. Shelley, do you have any comments or anything you'd like to make?
Strictly an observer. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Kevin, anything at all?
No, sir, I'm good, thanks.
Nancy? Nothing. What's that? Okay. Charlie, any comments before we get rolling? Very good. Okay. Let's see.
Minutes approval from last meeting.
Check with somebody and make sure I'm here. Okay, does anybody have any corrections or anything for the previous meeting minutes? If not, they'll stand approved as read. We got the visitors covered. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the claims. Stacy, do you have any comments that you'd like to make prior to us getting started on the claims? Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll start with the, I believe this is for the circuit clerk's office. SBM invoice for $72. $255.34. $13.69. $7.99.
Is this under general, Katie? Oh, two, okay.
No, this is, yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not confusing the numbers. 349.02.
Thank you.
Names for document storage.
Okay,
For Dell Marketing, Dell Computer for $1,172.96. Oh, here it is. For US Bank, $138.50.
go ahead.
$1,311.46.
46, thank you.
Of course. Sorry about that.
You can just leave them right there, Jack.
Annual dues to the Illinois Association of Court Clerks, $375.00.
And that is the total.
Which line item are we on? 08, 01, 15, yeah, 15 or 89?
89.
89? Okay, what was the total again?
$375.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, just put those right there. Okay, Sheriff, you're up. We'll let Mr. Scrogstad go through them again.
I'll take the claims. I think he gets. Where did she get?
Oh, that was.
All right, this is for Bus Boys Customs. $9,128.50.
That is the total. Oh, 2-2?
I don't have the sheriff's broken down, so we'll just go for a total on all of it when we get it.
That was a separate total because it came out of capital. We moved vehicles into capital this particular budget year, so that's why that one had to be on a separate sheet.
This is for advanced correctional healthcare, $6,633.99. Jake Amasquita, $39.99. Consolidated Correctional, $3,695.87. Dixon Fire, $1,110. Fox River Foods, $412.78. CenturyLink, $536.35. Oliver's, $2,930. Mowbray Counseling, is that how you pronounce it, Sherry? Mowbray, $1,100. Maria's, $546. Muller Pinehurst, $121.04. Northwest Illinois Criminal Justice Commission, $1,000. Sewing by Deb, $430. Wex, $4,743.94. Johnson Oil, $49.95. I'm sorry, dyslexic here. $46.95. Thank you.
Go ahead.
$23,346.91.
Three, how much? 20,
So 23,346.91.
thank you.
Lots of numbers.
Give this to me. You ready?
That's what I thought. Dollar amount and initial.
Yep, and then we'll just confirm that you're ready. Rematch, yep.
Ready? Okay, this is the coroner. 1,202.18. A receipt with, so I take this off and do each one of them individually. This one's the you total each one or the whole thing?
So, nope, so that's next, and then is your next one about 2,400? Okay.
Yes.
Upside down and he'll give you the total. Yeah.
And then if he wants that or a claim number.
Nope, yeah, that's it, but you'll be fine.
Okay. Next one is for SBM for 2,432.55. Yes. 432.55. Next one, the Finch Court for $225 even. Yes. Next one is Fisher's for $33.09. Yes. US Bank for $111.56. Yes. CenturyLink, $136.29. Yes. Dr. Mark Peters, 3,000 even. Yes. All I have. That's all I have.
You
Yeah, total. Ready? $7,140.67.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Boomstra. Let's take this one first. Then go to the report now. Okay, let's go. That whole stack is for veterans treatment? Okay, and that, the is not in that one? OVW is not included in that one? Okay, all right.
Okay, ready for the claims. Mowbray, Mowbray, $450.
Yes.
All for Mowbray. Oh, okay, okay. Another one for Mowbray for $125 even.
Yes.
Redwood Toxicology Lab, $17.85.
Yes.
There we go.
Hot mic, yeah.
Rob Taylor, $1,309 even.
Yes.
Robert Thompson, PC, $2,325 even.
Yes.
Mississippi, $39.82.
Yes.
Mississippi, $425 even.
Yes.
Verizon, $84.58.
I've got $84.48.
Got 84. Okay, so change that.
Yeah.
84.48.
Yes.
What's that?
Yeah, that was nickel a dime.
You know, I think that's actually supposed to be 58 because it's 42.29 per line.
42.29 times 2. 58. Okay. 84.58.
Okay.
call for,
Okay. Total
Go ahead.
$4,776.15.
I don't-
With the correction, it'll be $4,776.25.
That should be right.
Okay.
county general,
Yes.
for county general. William Fawkes, 3584.
Yes.
I think you have the notes on there too, but that was for transportation reimbursement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Want me to read that too?
I just wanted to make sure it was clear what it was
Okay.
for.
Dion Horner, $68.
Yes.
Leaf, $495.76.
Yes.
Sauk Valley Media, $95.55.
Yes.
SBM, $357.55.
Yes.
US Bank, 54 even.
Yes.
US Bank, 121 even.
Yes.
West, 2,136.95.
Yes.
Can't wait for you to pronounce this name.
Justinia Pelasiewicz,
Alashevitz.
$107.52.
Yes.
Transportation reimbursement.
Yeah, go ahead.
And that's it.
Yep.
$3,472.17.
Thank you.
We're moving to EMA. US Bank, $169.74. Dixon Auto Body, $1,580.94. SBM, $254.98. Wex, $66.72.
Yes, ma'am.
$2,072.38.
Thank you.
This is for COVID-19. Identicis? Am I saying that right, Kevin? No, regardless. $1,859.16. SBM, $128.
Total,
Go ahead.
$1,987.16.
Thank you.
Of course. Here, I'll give this too. Stacy, go next.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Stacy. We're going to let Stacy go first.
Thank you. Whoa, not grabbing everything today.
We'll do probation, Katie.
Okay, what's your first one?
Okay, we have
Which item do we have? Okay.
It's just the night is drug court.
okay. Drug court, $90.
Thank you.
And that's the only one for
Do
that
we
one,
need to
Mike.
identify which fund?
Sorry.
Do I need to identify which fund?
She'll have that.
She'll have
Yeah.
that.
So that's coming out of drug.
Okay. Okay. Home confinement fund. First one for home confinement is $945 even.
Yep.
Next one, home confinement, $2,401.00.
Yep. Got the total for that.
Which one are we on? The drug court?
No, drug court was $90.
Got that.
This is home confinement,
Home, okay, go ahead.
$3,346 even.
46?
Yes.
Thank you.
Pro-
This is probation services.
Probate, okay. First one. $400 even.
Mhm.
For IPCSA.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. SBM, 79 even.
Mhm.
US bank card, 139.99.
Yep.
Road Ranger, $16.18. US bank card, $77.95.
Mhm.
Verizon Wireless, $200.43.
Yep.
US bank card, $47.24.
Mhm.
Quill, $316.93. SBM, $24.27. US bank card, $436.19. Redwood Toxicology Labs, $69.23.
Ready for your total?
Which line item do we have,
No,
Katie?
probation services.
Okay, go ahead.
$1,807.41.
You?
Mm-hmm. These are she has 3 different piles. But.
I believe this is the judges, Judge Acker.
You'll have all the judges' claims in there, Jack.
Just all of them.
They've
Okay.
combined them all into one line item now.
Okay. All right, Jeffrey Sunberg, $750 even.
Yes.
West Payment, $815.62.
Yes.
US Bank, $167.86.
Yes.
US Bank, $160.37.
Yes.
The Administrative Office of Illinois Courts, $1,630.47.
Yes.
Police Springs, $65.75.
Yes.
SBM, $72.58.
Yes.
Mississippi Centers, $594.01.
Yes. Okay. $4,256.66.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike, did you ever talk to the treasurer about not having them on one line item?
I've talked to a couple of people. I have yet to talk with the judge. I got to get an appointment with her. As long as Katie brought it up, I'm going to ask the other members of the committee how you feel as far as we used to have it broken down into each judge as far as their categories and expenses. I realize that they're still all under the judge's budget, but how do you feel about going back to having them individually itemized versus a combination of them?
I think the speed of it, I think it would be faster if we're doing it with just one line item, as we're going through it. We could always, if there's a question on something, we could always take a look at it. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, we just need to have some sort of accountability for each. Even if I do agree combining them is fine, but we just need to make sure we can watch it somehow.
Mike, any comment?
I'm sure each judge has an individual sheet that he gives to the chief judge. So it's there somewhere.
I would think it would be her responsibility to make sure that I guess it's really not her responsibility, but she could oversee those herself, and then she's presenting it to us for payment.
I feel that if a single line, as we're doing, but if they could put like an addendum to each one of those that adds up to what the total is, so it's attached to it. So if there's any questions, it's right here in front of us, and we can look at that. I mean, all it changes is it breaks it down, but I agree that each judge has his own, allotment, yes. And that way they just submit it. It's more work probably for them, but it shouldn't take that much time. And that way it's attached to that. So if there is a question, we do not have to wait for an answer. It's right there in front of us.
Okay, I'll get a hold of the judge and talk with her and get a little bit more in-depth definition of combining them the way we have and explain our view of having it possibly itemized like it was, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I don't think we have. You have anything, Charlie, on the collection of fines?
Nothing for that. I can give you an update if I can pull it up real quick. Let's tell you what we got over the last month or so. Like for January, we'll be receiving $1,120. I don't know if I gave you the update from December, so I'll tell you that now. It's $2,483.40.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, Sheriff, I'm not overly concerned. Have you, anything changes or improvements? I did drive by one of the properties and it got cleaned up quite well. That was down on McCoy Road.
You'll see in the end of the year report, if you read it, Mike, I'll give you a copy of this today. In there, Corporal Yater, who's kind of been in charge of our ordinances, has cleaned up about 80 abandoned vehicles throughout the county over the last year. Only had to issue about 20 ordinance citations, so we got a lot of compliance. And we have a couple towing agencies that are very helpful in removing these vehicles and obtaining junk titles for us to get some of that cleaned up. And we have cleaned up about 11 or 12 properties as well with this program throughout the year.
Okay, I see there's been a little bit of activity with the one at 251 and 30 as far as some different names popping up. Maybe we could pick up on something there. We'll see. Thank you. Okay, I don't have anything under old business, so we'll move down to new business. We have a resolution. You should have a copy of it with the packet there. Appointment of Mark Applequist as a trustee to the Franklin Grove Fire Department or the Protection District. Circuit clerk, replacement hire and part-time help, end of the year report, jail inspection report, taser purchase and criminal justice reform bill. I'll jump back up to the resolution. We need a motion on that, don't we? So moved by Mr. Hudson, second.
Mike Zeman, second.
Katie was in there just ahead of Mike.
Oh, doesn't matter.
Okay, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Yes. We'll forward that on to the executive committee. Okay, circuit clerk, replacement hire and part-time help.
Yes, I wanted everyone to be informed that recently we lost an employee. She resigned, unfortunately, due to a higher paying job. We come across that, I think, in the past before. Unfortunately, we're one of the lower paying counties, so we get somebody in, we get them hired, and then they leave. So we did hire a replacement. She starts February 22nd, and since it's a replacement, the county's not out any money. I also wanted to talk about part-time help. Currently, I have 2 full-time employees who will be on maternity leave, one starting in April and one in June. So summer is going to be a little short, but I would like to hire a part-time employee. I believe it was budgeted for last year, a traffic department, but I have to look further into that. I'm not for sure if that's still there. So if that's not the case, I may look into best to have them see if they can offer an intern so the county won't be out any money. So that's where I'm at.
The responsibilities of the 2 that will be on medical leave, is a part-time person going to, are the responsibilities the same? Let me start there. I mean, are they both performing the same responsibilities that one part-time can?
Well, we'll have to hire and train them. That's going to take time, but yes, it's going to be some of the responsibilities, not all. It's going to be less responsibilities than what the 2 out do.
Okay, so that's going to still leave you with an additional amount of stress. You got
A little bit.
Part-time person trying to cover what 2 full-time people are
Right.
doing.
There shouldn't be too much of a gap in there. It depends on, obviously when they have the babies, but a month or 2, I'll be short. So,
Okay, I think you're heading in the right direction. Fortunately, that situation with the part-time, if it was still there, we just need to find out.
Right.
And move on with that.
I'll
Okay,
look into that.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Sheriff, end of year report, is that yours? Okay, go ahead.
This is for the board. They'll go to the board chairman's office after everybody takes a look at it. And I'll kind of go through a summary of that real quick. And I'm going to hand these out to you as well. So you guys can look at it. Marvelous. These are private. one copy of this as well. That's on the agenda. This is the resolution and a letter from the board that I drafted that I'll again explain in detail. And I believe you said we came to a copy of the inspection.
Yep.
Got that as well. Okay. All right. With that. First thing is the end of the year report and binder. It's categorized with a summary up front and then individual division reports after that that you can take a look at. Statistical data from the dispatch emergency communications center as well throughout the year. And then we also have a media binder towards the end of the year report that I've compiled over the last 6 years. You'll see in there, obviously, last year was an anomaly with COVID-19 and all the other challenges that we had last year, including a challenge that's been consistent since I've been here. And I know we're all challenged with staffing. And it's something that I've addressed at every budget hearing since I've been here. And since I don't have significant time during budget hearings, I decided to start that presentation a little bit earlier this year because it's something that we just have not addressed completely. So I asked finance last month for money for a staffing study. We did a similar staffing study for fees and fines a couple of years ago, which we were able to finally get our fee structure up to present day. The last fee increase we had was about 12 years ago. So that was very beneficial. The staffing study through the same company, Bellwether, out of Bloomington, was going to be a little over $12,000 to do a very comprehensive staffing study of the entire sheriff's office. That was denied at finance, and they asked me to do the actual staffing study. So I'm in the process of doing that. I would much rather have had a professional outside agency do this, as it looks more unbiased when you have somebody do that from outside the sheriff's office. However, this is such an important subject, and I am going to move forward with it. I will not have anything for you though for at least another month because it's quite a job. So anyway, that's one of the biggest challenges we had last year. We had 2 additional retirements that we didn't plan on. 4 total, had a resignation, had military deployments, unfortunate work-related injuries throughout the year. We've gone through the hiring process towards the tail end of last year and the beginning of this year. We're still short-staffed presently. And to compile that short staffing is the academies have been delayed, so I can't even get the new hires through an academy. So that does not alleviate our overtime problem, which they kind of go hand in hand, unfortunately, because the new hires cannot be out on their own. So they have to ride with a field training officer. So that situation is not going to fix itself for at least the next 6 to 7 months, if not longer. So I just wanted to make sure the committee was aware of that. And as you read through the end of the year report, if you got any questions, maybe we can talk about it next month because it is fairly comprehensive. The next item, I think on your agenda, Mike, is that the jail inspection report?
Correct.
So there were 2 findings on the jail inspection report. The one we are presently taking care of, and that's the audit. The reason that was delayed, I was hopeful that the treasurer's office was going to take care of the audit for us, as it is done in many other counties for the sheriff's office. However, the treasurer declined, so I had to reach out to an independent firm, Whipfley, to do the audit. They're going to charge us $3,500 for each year, 2019 and 2020, to do the audit, but that is presently being done. Those monies can be used, taken out of the commissary fund for the audit. And so that's why you're going to see some findings with relation to the commissary fund, because it has not been audited yet. The other finding was the cell checks that we do every 30 minutes. That's been a fairly consistent finding, but it's been improved on greatly, especially since we moved into the new facility. The problem with that is, and Jack can probably explain it even more, is they don't necessarily use as average, they spot check our cell checks. So on many occasions, we're at that 30 minutes or under, but if we are on a few occasions over 30, 32, 33, there's going to be a finding. And the only way to alleviate that, again, is an additional staff member to conduct nothing but cell checks so that we can do those every 30 minutes or less. Because what you'll run into occasionally is the two people on the floor are going to be tied up with arrests, medical, court-related issues, transportation, whatever it might be, and the person up at the control center cannot do the cell checks. Especially during the day. When you have people in and out of their cells, you have to be able to view everyone. So that's always a challenge. However, I am happy to report that our average is much closer to 30, if not under. And so that's how the cell checks go. The next item we have, I think, is the TASER project. And that's something that I did talk to you last month about. I think we had a motion from this committee to move this to finance, which we did. Finance tabled it last month. And I'm hoping to have a further discussion with them tomorrow in hopes to move forward with this. It is about a $62,000 project. I have almost $13,000 to put towards this project. Our tasers are beyond aged. The ones that we do have are borrowed. There's only 4 working right now on patrol and 1 in the jail. And this is a piece of equipment that we need or could have to use on a daily basis. So when you need it, it needs to work properly. So this is a project I want to move forward on. I'm hopeful finance will take a better look at this. I believe part of the reason last month that they tabled this is along with the TASER project. We talked a little bit about the police reform bill, the criminal justice reform bill, and in that, there is going to be a mandate if this bill is passed through the governor's office and he signs it into law, where we're going to also have to have body cameras. However, because of the size of our county, we will not have to have the body cameras in place until January of 2025. So it does give us a little bit of time to take a look at this. The same company, Axon Enterprises, that I got a quote for the tasers, also does body cams. And so in addition to the TASER project, I also had them work up a quote for the body cameras for our department, and that would total about $211,000. So I think they wanted to take the whole project in aggregate and take a look at it. But the tasers are more time sensitive right now, and I'd really like to act on that as quickly as possible. So I just wanted to review that with you real quick. I appreciate the motion last month, but this gives you a little bit more information on what happened with finance. Any questions on the 3 items I went through before I get into the resolution?
Anybody have any questions for the sheriff so far?
Also, from a revenue standpoint on the tasers, I think I talked about this last month, but Kevin Lally and I, have been working on the Cures reimbursement project. Kevin did a nice draft of what we have left with the Cures reimbursement program, and there is enough money to support the TASER project as well, along with my $13,000 reimbursement for that project. The last item that I've got is a resolution and a letter from the board that I'd like the entire board to entertain. I plan on presenting this at the county board meeting next week, I'm sorry. The resolution basically is asking the county board members to unanimously vote to oppose the police reform package that has been presented. Specifically, if you look towards the bottom of the document, it highlights about 5 items that I think are the most egregious in this bill. However, there are many others, but I just wanted to list 5. The elimination of cash bail, the allowance of anonymous or confidential complaints about any county police officers, and that will be kept in their file through eternity, through their entire career. Addition of conflicting and confusing language regarding when a deputy may lawfully engage in the use of force. Additional restrictions for Lee County Sheriff's Department, its ability to obtain equipment, and a creation of numerous unfunded mandates on Illinois municipalities and counties. So that's really the gist of the resolution that I'd like the board to take a good look at and vote on during the county board meeting. So I think this should probably be forwarded to executive so that we can get it on the agenda for the board meeting. So I guess I'm asking for a motion from this committee to move that to executive.
Any questions on the resolution at all?
No questions. I make a motion to move that resolution to executive.
Okay, motion by Mr. Scrogstad. Do I have a second? Mr. Hudson, second. All, you don't have, all right, here.
There will be likely a couple grammatical changes in that document. The gist of the document will remain stable, but unfortunately, I gave the state's attorney's office very little time to review this. And so we're still looking at the statutory issues in the first paragraph and I think the last. And when we get that resolved, we'll have a final document for the county board to take a look at. But other than that, I think
How do you want us to handle the resolution then? Just put that stipulation in there?
Through your motion?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's appropriate. So if Mr. Scrogstad is willing to amend his motion and then Mr. Hudson is willing to second that motion.
I think to amend my motion for any corrections on the said resolution.
Second.
Second.
Motion and second are the same. All those in favor, according to the motion relating to the changes, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So move forward to executive session, please.
Charlie, do we know when the governor may sign this bill?
He has 60 days to sign from when it was given to him.
it was given to him last Thursday, if I recall. And he has the opportunity to either sign, not sign, and at which time it would be automatically become a law in 60 days. There's also an opportunity for us now, and we are continuing to have discussions, and that's why I'll be absent here tomorrow. I'm going to Springfield tomorrow and Friday to work with our ISA Executive Board and legislators in an attempt to repeal portions of this bill and also try to create some trailer bills to go along with this to clean up some of the language.
Any other questions for the sheriff as far as the resolution? Okay, Sheriff, on the copy of the quote here, will this be the final quote or will that change?
That is the final quote.
Everybody had a chance to take a look at this, the quote on the tasers and
Yes.
I would entertain a motion to move this on to finance.
I file a motion to send that quote to finance.
Do I hear a second?
Mike Zeman, second.
Seconded by Mr. Zeman. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? So carried. Forward that on to finance, please. We need a motion to pay claims, don't we?
I'll make a motion to pay claims.
Second? Seconded by Ms. White. Okay, we good on the Axon Enterprise on the motions? We made motion to send that, we're all up to date on that, to send this Axon Enterprise
The taser thing.
paperwork to finance. Okay. Mr. Boonstra, anything for executive?
No, sir.
Anybody else have any questions or comments? If not, then I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
I will.
Second by Katie. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.